This is probably the single most underrated exercise in all of personal development and spirituality. It's called a sacral calibration, and it's very, very simple. The way this works is that instead of responding with words and explaining things, what you're going to do is respond with sounds. You're going to express your response rather than explain. This one is actually going to be for my singles out there. I did one yesterday for people who are in relationships, and I got asked, hey, can you do one for singles? So here it is. Again, the rules are very simple. All you do is respond. If it's true for you. If it's not true for you. If you're not sure. Now, there are no wrong answers here, okay? This is meant to provoke thoughts. This is meant to provoke emotional states because that provocation is going to be useful information for you if you're willing to reflect on it and be honest with yourself. So let's begin. Take a deep breath. Let it out. Here we go. Are you outside? Can you see the sky? Do you feel warm? Are you single? Are you still in love with your ex? Did you drink enough water? Are you sitting down? Are you lonely? Do you want to be in a relationship? Do you like spending time with yourself? Do you like the person you are when you're single? Are you taking better care of yourself as a single person? Are you taking worse care of yourself as a single person? Is there anybody in your life right now that you like? Is that person someone you met on the internet? Is that person someone you met in person? Do you know your human design strategy? Do you use your human design strategy? Are you using any dating apps? Are you tired? Do you have a lot of energy? Are you ready for a relationship right now? If your dream partner suddenly walked in right now, would you be ready to greet them? Do you feel worthy of love? Do you think that you will be worthy of love once you accomplish certain things? Do you know what those things are? Were those things put there by other people? Are you finding this exercise helpful? Are you willing to stay with this video for another minute while I explain and debrief this whole exercise? All right, wonderful. Take a deep breath, let it out and relax. Great work. No wrong answers. It's all participation. It's all learning. Now, let's talk about this. Sacral responses are oftentimes a lot more honest than the words that are coming out of our mouths. Now, your honest response is not always going to line up with the boxes and agendas that other people have for you. And so what's happened is this conditioning of the mind to use the mind opposed to the gut. Put more value in the mind and the external authority, pleasing your teacher, pleasing your mom and dad, pleasing your partner over actually taking care of yourself. This has created a suppression of these sacral sounds. And for 70% of the population, that suppression of the sacral sound is literally preventing satisfaction. Even if something is satisfying, if you're not tuning into your gut, there's no way for you to actually experience it because you're trying to experience it from the head. Same thing happens with emotions. A lot of people handle their emotions like it's a fucking Rubik's Cube rather than feelings. Feelings are supposed to be felt, not solved. That 70% are called manifesting generators and generators. They're sacral beings and they're here to manifest their satisfaction. The way they do that is by waiting to respond in every moment. They wait for the, oh, they do that thing. Or they wait for the, ugh, they don't do that thing. And if there's nothing to respond to, then guess what? They're fucking waiting. Let go of this fucking propaganda that you have to go chase your dreams. Especially if you're a manifesting generator or a generator, they will find you. You just have to learn how to tap into the gut. Now for the 30% that has an undefined sacral, that would be manifestors, projectors, and reflectors. Your sacral is designed to not only give you your own sacral responses, but also sample the responses from other people. This can make knowing when enough is enough or knowing what you want for yourself kind of challenging. But these exercises will help because these exercises force you to use the sacral. You start to become familiar with the difference between a sacral response and something in your head, a thought, an idea. You start to become familiar with a genuine and a that you picked up from somebody else with your beautiful undefined sacral. The goal is not to define your sacral and make it like a defined sacral and make it so that it always gives you your sacral response. You don't want to do that. But you do want to understand the difference between your sacral responses and sacral responses that you're sampling from other people. I know that can be a little bit confusing, but watch a couple more of my videos, experiment with this practice, and see what happens. See if you don't become more discerning and more attuned to what's actually going to satisfy you and make you happy, and what the external authority is attempting to conform you to. If you don't know what type you are, visit the link in my bio, ReikiMarco.com. There's a chart generator there. You can generate a chart for free. Once you've generated a chart, it'll tell you whether or not your sacral is defined or undefined. You can scroll down a little bit, and just underneath your chart is a button, $20. You can buy one of my custom reports. Now, these are worth like $200. I've bought other reports, and my reports are worth $200, but I made them $20. Why did I do that? I did that because that's what I wanted when I started learning about human design. I wanted something accessible and affordable and simple and practical. It wasn't available when I first learned. So I just bought the book and I learned the entire system, which I'm super grateful for. And now I'm just super fucking excited to share it with everybody else. So if you found this helpful, do me a favor, like it, save it, put a comment in there, share it with somebody who is also gonna find this useful. But the main thing that you can do for me is just practice this every day and start to dial in your essence. Because 2024 is all about uploads. And no one can upload the things that you are able to upload. And our grid, our planet, needs that. So get to practicing, my friends. Get to practicing. Practice makes permanent. Peace.